as God. There is nowhere where Jesus made it remote, suggestion that he's God. There is not a if Jesus Christ is God, why wouldn't he tell us? If that is what requires us to believe in order to get heaven, he should make it. I am God, worship me. Why hiding? There is not a single place. You infer, well, I think Jesus Christ wanted to make him. He must, look, this is a revelation. This is about matter of death and life. This is a matter about going to hell and heaven. If he is God, he should make it clear, unambiguous statement that is so succinct. He should say, I am God, worship me, or I am God incarnate. He should make this statement. Why is it that he leave it to the people outside him after he left the earth, and they are the one that interpreted this? They make us believe that that's what it means. And you've mentioned about him, the book of Isaiah. He is the everlasting, he is the counselor. Where? He is the Emmanuel. I tell people that Jesus Christ is not Emmanuel. Whoever called him Emmanuel? I was speaking in Tennessee, in the Christian diocese. I said, if you can show me one place where anybody called Jesus Christ Emmanuel as he walked on earth, if there's any water here, I don't mind dip myself in and become baptized. Nobody ever called him Emmanuel. Nobody ever called him everlasting God. Everlasting God? Where? How? When? He kept all these fancy names. Nobody ever called him Emmanuel as he walked the earth. Where? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These are the Gospel 4. None of them explain that he is Emmanuel at all. It is just an inference. But the Jewish, who know the Old Testament more than the Christians, they never think of Jesus to be Emmanuel. And Jesus never said, Emmanuel means God is with us. It's a name. We have so many different names meaning beautiful things. So if Jesus is Emmanuel, people have so many names. Joshua, Yeshua, all these things. There is meaning to it. Me, I'm looking for a substance where Jesus say, I am God, or worship me, or any of the disciples of Jesus ever worship him. None of them came very close to worship him. Even the leader of the disciples himself, who is Peter, in the Acts of the Apostle, chapter 2, verse 22, Peter said, ye men of Israel, hear this word, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, a man approved by God amongst you, which you yourself know. A man, he said. He didn't say a God. A man approved by God amongst you, with wonders and signs and miracle, which God did unto him. He never do all these things that you are claiming that he did, and therefore he deserved to be God. Where? How? When? Even one miracle. Jesus Christ never performed a single miracle in his life. By himself? Where? Which miracle? Walk on water? Ask him, where did he get it from? The woman that touched him and she was healed? Ask him. The blind, the Bartimaeus? Ask him. He didn't do it on his own. It's God who gave it to him. That means there is someone higher than him. And that is the God that he worshiped. Moses parted the Red Sea. Was he God? Parted the Red Sea? That's serious business. Was he God? No. Joshua, he made the sun to stay for 24 hours. The sun, which is 93 million miles away from the earth, the sun. Joshua raised his hand and he prayed and the sun stayed so that the Jewish can fight and win their war. Was he God? Daniel, miracle is given by God to many, many prophets. Elisha, somebody died, he raised him up. You know that. Elijah and Elisha, all of them raised people from the dead. Elisha feed people with few bread. They copy what Jesus Christ did. They did the same thing. So miracle is not a test. The greatest miracle is to follow the laws and the commandment of Jesus. That is what he said we should do. But for some reason, they've made him a God. He is God. Who is God? Jesus. He's never said he's God. And he never mentioned anything about him being God. It was after him that people begin to come like Paul and this and that. Look, I need a solid proof where Jesus said, I am God, I am the Son of God, physical Son of God, or whatever. Can you imagine a God like that? So it's just unbelievable, that still people have this kind of faith. We should worship the one God that deserves to be worshipped, that we can't even see. The God of Moses, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Abraham, Jesus, and Muhammad. This is the God that we should be bowing down and worship to, as Jesus did bow down. And all of them bow down and worship. We bow down and worship just like the Abraham. So today, if Jesus Christ come here today, we say Shalom Aleichem. Jesus, if he walk here today, he will say to me, Shalom Aleichem. That's how they greet themselves. That means Salamu alaikum, wa alaikum shalom. Naveen, we say Nabi, a prophet. Rasul, a prophet, a messenger. Qutub, kitab in Arabic, which means a book. Bushir, bashar, flesh. Ilah, Eli, Elah, Allah. We're so very close to Jesus Christ. But if you read the Bible in English, you wouldn't see anything about Jesus. Why? Because what you have is English. It could be in Japanese. Did what it said? No, you read in a vernacular. Get the original book, and then you hear. For example, if I say Muhammad is in your Bible, you'll be surprised. You say, come on, what do you mean? Muhammad is mentioned in there, but because it's translated into vernacular, into my language, Hausa, Dagati, Fulani, German, Swedish, English, how are you going to see what Jesus actually said? I give you the Songs of Solomon chapter 5 verse 16. Songs of Solomon 5:16. I'm going to show you Muhammad in your book. Song of Solomon 5:16. But I'm going to read in English what is there. Then I'm going to read it in Hebrew again. It says, his mouth is sweet. His skin is like that of the Lebanese. He is altogether lovely. He is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. In English. You don't see Muhammad there. But if you translate, hiko mamitatim fi kullu zahudin Muhammadim vazamra'i bayna Yahushalam. You see? So if you get the original, Jewish Hebrew Bible or Aramaic is 80% Arabic. So we know exactly what Jesus did. But in translation, it will not get you anywhere. In the fact that you give yourself to Jesus Christ, now you are saved. People believe in atheism and they are saved. People believe in agnosticism and they are saved. People believe in nihilism and they are saved. People believe in Hinduism and they are saved. They feel comfortable. I've given myself to Brahman, Veda, Shiva. I'm saved. So that is just an introspective word that you can use for yourself. Everybody can be saved. So that doesn't say anything. People are in different religions and they are saved. And they feel comfortable and they are at peace. But that is not the essence. The essence is to worship. What did Jesus ask us to do? Jesus, Moses, Isaiah, Jeremiah, all of them, what did they do? That's exactly what Muslims do. Exactly. I got a lot of things to go. I didn't.